Okay, it's update time again. I have a text message. Okay. Yeah, so I'm here in the Bewilder bus, which is still rolling and still ticking. It's doing good. I did make it out to Texas, and I stayed there for a few months. And the first update is that my hair is green. In case you were wondering why, it's because I put green hair dye in it. And then, but if that was really recent. A few months ago, in spring, late summer, I went to Texas, and I was out there for the summer, and it was good. I made some friends and some new connections, and I liked Austin. It was a cool place. But something kind of messed up happened, because I had limited space being in the bus all the time, and I left some of my stuff in a storage shed in a guy's house, and that guy turned out to not be such a good guy, and he either threw away or sold everything that I left with him. And what I left with him was every bit of film and video equipment that I owned. I'm shooting this right now on a very small camera, just one of the backup cameras, because my camera's gone, and my let's see, what was in the collection was all of my lights, my soundboard, my microphone, my camera, the lens with the camera, backdrops. I had some different color backdrops, all of my diffusers, lavalier microphones, and my old guitar that had the stickers all over it. That's I've had that since 1998, and that's gone now. And also my computer with 27-inch monitor, but my computer that had a dragon light on it and everything is gone. And that sucks more than anything, because that was my work computer, so I can't animate anymore. I can't edit video anymore. All I have now is my laptop, which it's a really old laptop. I can write on there, but you just barely can run writing software. But also on that computer was just my life's work and home videos and photographs that I never moved off of there. It was probably about 4 or 5 terabytes of stuff on there. Movies, music, some of the short films. A lot of my video work was on there that was just small experimental stuff that I didn't put anywhere, like on YouTube. But some of it was short films that I made that I don't have a copy of, and I've got to go around to people who helped work on those and see if I sent them copies, if they have copies of some of my short films, because I don't have those anymore. So it's kind of a kick in the teeth. It took me 10 years to accumulate all that stuff, and it was somewhere around 10 grand worth of equipment. I've called the police. There's a detective. I got to talk to those guys and see if they're going to do anything about it. I don't know what you do about a situation like that. But I've got the guy's name and some info on him, and I've been in contact with his family, and the investigation is ongoing, but I don't know what they do in a situation like that. They probably just say, sorry that you're an idiot and you trusted someone. You now have nothing. I now have nothing. And I do still have my DSLR with some good lenses. And I have this camera, which it's a little dinky thing, but I mean, I don't have my lights, I don't have my sound equipment. I really can't do anything realistic in video anymore. Can't even really do stop motion anymore. And so I can't be a filmmaker now. I can still aspire to someday be given money and permission by someone to be a filmmaker, but it's going to take me another 10 years minimum, you know. And that was with help from people. Now my life is in such a state, like I was a, young 20-year-old kid, and people help you out, and it's easier to raise money and save up when you're that age. I'm not going to get back to that point. I can, but it's going to take another 10, 15 years or whatever. So I can still aspire to become a filmmaker. I can still work to be on sets, and with my equipment, I could just make movies. Now I have to kind of ask permission from someone else to give me things so that I can make movies. So I'm not really, that's still a goal, but now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be a writer, because that's what I am now. I don't have a choice. I write, I can't stop writing, and I can't make movies, so now that's what I am. I'm a writer. I've got my laptop. Like I said, it's not so great, but I can write on there and be a screenwriter, be a whatever writer, and sell those things. And what else? I still want to make YouTube videos. Not like this. These are horrible and depressing. But I do want to still make YouTube videos, and I'm going to be working towards making something new that's not going to be so heavy on the lights, cameras, action, and more on the maybe narration and visual elements that I can just sort of edit together. That's all kind of just stuff I'm thinking about now that I can do without all of my gear. And I don't know, people ask me how I'm doing, what I think about it, how I feel about it, and it was kind of an ongoing process. I started to suspect my stuff was all gone, and I started accepting that it was all gone, and then I found out that it was all gone. And so I was kind of prepared for the blow when it finally happened. I don't know if that makes it better. But I think if anybody's been paying attention, you've seen my style change, and you've seen my priorities shift a little in filmmaking. And I was really arriving at a place where I was ready to start making content from the gut that was where my capabilities were at in terms of money and equipment and everything. Blacktop Lore was sort of experimental in that way, trying to figure out what I can and can't get away with this amount of equipment. And then I start moving to other places looking for other talented people. And Austin's great for that, because there's a lot of people who are talented and live there and work there and want to make movies. So I don't know what's going to happen to that. I still really like making narrative stuff, but that's so not an option anymore. I'm kind of going crazy without it, but that's, it's a crappy thing that happens to you, and then you can go, okay, that's crappy, that happened to me, and then you got to figure out a way to make things work for you. And so it's gonna be a while before I ever shoot video again, which sucks, because I've been doing that nonstop since I was a teenager, and now it's not an option anymore. Well, that's everything. We'll close out with some random words from Lao Tzu, who said, that's not a good quote. Those who let go of the way and trust in intelligence are in peril. Those who neglect calculation in favor of talent are thwarted. So keep to your lot and follow reason, and you won't be grieved by loss or overjoyed by gain. That's it. So that's it. That's everything. I have to get back to the grind and make dollars by doing silly jobs and stuff, as we all do. And I will hopefully be posting some new weird little videos if I can find a way to do that stuff. And I will be tweeting, I guess. That'll be a good way to update progress on writing and where I'm going next. I'm sort of drifting now. I am also a drifter. That's what I do. I'm a penniless drifting writer. And I gotta say, in terms of the entire world and things that you could be born into and end up as, that's really not the worst. So I'm okay with it. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab my camera now and tell you guys, I don't know, live long and prosper and keep on trucking. Later.